You are listening to the Daily Nugget, dnugget.com. It is for Sunday, February 25th, also known as Hootie Hoo plus 5.
Yeah, thank you.
Still
You're
going
welcome.
strong.
Janelle.
Hootie Hive.
Hootie Hoo plus 5.
No, you're trying too hard.
No.
That is kind of my calling card.
Okay.
That's Sam, producer, Jen. Jen is the one that crushes dreams, the crusher of dreams.
Wow, thank you.
In my,
Yikes.
because I
That's
feel
what
like
you majored in the School of Glory.
I feel like you would crush this man's dreams.
It's true.
He's just a
I'll
pastor.
let you know.
He's a pastor because it's Jesus Religious Sunday. This feels like a pastor of a laser church.
Which I know nothing about, but okay.
Jen's a pastor too. Okay.
Yeah.
So this pastor had a dream.
Yes.
So he was marketing their cryptocurrency to Christian communities in Denver. You know, like a cryptocurrency, like Bitcoin, right? You guys know what Bitcoin is. And he told them that God told him people would become wealthy if they invested.
Uh-oh.
So this cryptocurrency was offered to Denver area Christians through the Kingdom Wealth Exchange. And when someone called him out like, this is a scheme, you're just taking money from people, he said, the Lord told me to do it. And they pocketed over $1.3 million.
They called it the INDX coin.
Yes. Nix coin. I don't know what that stands for.
Well, I mean, I've lost money doing crypto, but I was stupid, so...
The Lord didn't tell you to do it?
No,
The Lord
probably laughed at me.
So
That's a pretty convenient phrase, though, isn't it? The Lord told me to.
right?
Yeah.
You can't argue with that.
How many
That
things?
makes me think of all the times that I've talked to a girl and she starts out the conversation by saying, "I've been praying about our relationship."
Oh.
And I decided I'll see you in heaven.
Yeah.
Oh!
Right.
Too soon. Have I told you that story? You remember that story?
Which one?
I haven't heard it.
You haven't?
Which one?
No.
Which girl are we talking about this time?
You don't know. You don't know her. So it was a girl. I was in high school, Utah. You know, and we were in the middle of nowhere, Utah. So sometimes we were it must have been a poor area because other churches from bigger towns would come to our town for a missions trip. So,
That's pretty rough.
so there was this group from California that was coming for a missions trip. And so, you know, they would team up with our church, you know, because we were there. We knew the locals. We knew which locals needed teeth replaced. I don't know, whatever. And so it was, you know, it was like summer camp, right? You're having fun with these people, you're connecting, you're serving. And so it was the last night, and there was this girl, and
Summer camp romance.
well, that's what I thought. And I'm like, I got to shoot my shot. So at the very end, we're just taking a walk down this road.
Gotta be a better way to put that.
Well, that's what you call it. I'm going to take a shot. I'm going
There you
to,
go. That's much better.
okay, I'm going to take a shot. So I'm like,
God boy.
hey, I got to get going. And this was that weird time in the late 90s where I didn't have a cell phone, but the best way I thought to communicate with her was email. So I go,
Solid.
is there any way, like, can we exchange emails? So, and she goes, you know what? She kind of gave me the knuckle on the shoulder. She's
Fist
like,
bump.
no, not even fist bump. She goes, kind of like, hey, champ,
Hey, Jim.
I'll see you. And she literally said, you know what? I'll see you in heaven. She literally said that to me. I'll see you in heaven. I got that.
That is the most brutal Christian friend zoning I've ever heard.
Right?
Talk about dream
Or is it
crusher.
kind?
Is
Yeah.
it? Is it kinder than saying, I'm a pass? Like,
Yeah.
Or lie to me and say, I have a boyfriend. I don't know.
Or even
Yeah.
just, no thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll see you. Is she going to see me in heaven?
Well, that's the thing. That was nice of her to assume that. Like, you keep doing... No, I mean, you keep doing what you're doing.
Right.
I'll keep
I'm
doing what
assuming
I'm
I'm going to
doing.
see you in heaven
I'll see
because
you
you don't
there.
seem like
Yeah.
you know.
Just keep it up. You're doing
You
great.
seem like an all right guy, just not dateable.
just not for me.
So I didn't need her.
How did that make you feel, Andy?
You're like,
Well-
enjoy.
You know what, Janelle? I've had a lot of rejections from women in my life, so it was just.
You chased after a number of them too.
It's true. I did. And it's what's the quote? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Well, in my case, you miss 100% of the shots you do take as well. But
You only need one.
I got one to say yes.
1%.
That's it.
So you're saying there's a chance.
There is a chance. There is a chance.
Oh my gosh.
And that is a repressed memory, and that's the nugget. If you happen to be this girl, and I believe they were from a church in California, if you're this girl, I don't remember your name, like it's been blanked out of my mind, let me know. nuggethatemail@gmail.com. On that vein, I also saw a girl that I knew from college the other day. And I didn't want to acknowledge her because I was walking right by her and she's looking at me. And I thought, well, now it's weird if I just ignore her, right? So I go, hey. And she has a weird name. So she looks back. She has a unique name. And she looks back. She goes, do I know you? And at this point, I'm thinking, well, how do I get out of this conversation? Because clearly I know her name because it's a unique name. And I go, it's Andy. She looks at me. From college. She goes, oh. And she just kind of turns around and just keeps walking.
You should have just said Andy from KTIS.
No.
Oh gosh.